All right, so what if I told you that the next Google or Amazon is being born right now, and you've probably never even heard of it? Well, today, that's what we're digging into. We're looking at the AI startups that are just set for explosive growth. The ones building the future and pulling in billions while they're at it.
So, really, how does that even happen? A company goes from what? A garage project to a multi-billion-dollar valuation, and it feels like it happened overnight. But here's the thing, it's not magic. It is the cold, hard reality of the technology revolution that's happening all around us, right this second.
Look at that number. That is the kind of insane value being created right now. And it's a massive signal, right? It tells us we are in the very early days of something absolutely huge.
So yeah, welcome to the new AI gold rush. I mean, think about it. Just a few years ago, OpenAI was this kind of niche research lab nobody really talked about. Now, it's a household name. But the most important thing to get is this: the next OpenAI. It's out there. It's being built as we speak. Okay, so where's the real opportunity in all this? Well, it's all about solving one massive global problem. See, we've got this incredibly powerful AI technology, but there's this huge, gaping chasm between what it can do and what most businesses are actually doing with it. And this quote just nails it. Most businesses still don't know how to actually use AI effectively. I mean, think about it. A bank wants to use AI for fraud detection. A hospital wants it for diagnostics. But actually building those systems, it's ridiculously hard. So the startups that figure out how to bridge that gap, the ones that make it easy, those are the ones that are going to become absolute giants. So how is this problem actually being solved? Well, we can break down the most promising startups into 5 key categories. And you should really think of these as the treasure maps, right? This is where the investors and the big tech giants are placing their biggest bets for the next few years. All right, first up, AI infrastructure. This is the absolute bedrock, the foundational layer of everything. If you think of AI models as the cars, well, these companies are building the engines, the highways, and all the gas stations that make the whole system run. Yeah, this is basically the plumbing of the whole AI revolution. It's not flashy, but it's essential. You've got companies like Together AI and CoreWeave, and what they're doing is building these massive cloud platforms specifically for AI. They offer access to super powerful GPUs, but at a fraction of the cost of giants like Amazon or Google. So they're not building the cool, flashy apps you see. No, they're building the power grid that the entire AI economy is going to run on. And let me tell you, if you control that, you pretty much control a future. Okay, our second category is something called vertical AI. And this is all about specialization. So instead of building a general purpose AI that kind of knows a little bit about everything, a jack of all trades, these startups build an AI that is a world-class expert, but in just one specific industry. Just think about it for a second. A startup like Harvey AI isn't for you and me. It's built for lawyers. It deeply understands contracts, legal precedent, all that stuff. Then you have Average, which is for doctors, and it automates that absolutely painful process of taking clinical notes. This is so powerful because it solves a very specific, very expensive problem that a business feels every single day. And that, right there, is a recipe for a billion-dollar company. All right, our third category. Now, this one might just be the most disruptive of them all. AI agents. We're talking about a fundamental, ground-up shift in how we even interact with artificial intelligence. So here's the key difference, and it's a big one. On the left, you've got current AI, which is totally reactive. You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. Simple. But now look at the right. AI agents are proactive. You don't give them a prompt, you give them a goal. Something like, hey, find me the best flight to Tokyo for next week, and it goes off and figures out all the steps to make that happen all by itself. What companies like Adept AI and Multion are building are essentially digital workers. I mean, just imagine an AI that can not only write a report for you, but it can also do all the research, analyze the data, and then email the final draft to your team, all without you lifting a finger. The potential to slash operational costs here is it's staggering. Okay, next up we have AI cybersecurity. And this is a classic case of fighting fire with fire. Because here's the scary part. As AI tools get more and more powerful, you can bet the hackers and the bad guys are using them to create way more sophisticated attacks. So it makes sense, right? The only way to defend against an AI-powered attack is with an AI-powered defense. Companies like Darktrace are doing this. They use AI to basically learn the heartbeat of a company's network, what normal looks like. And the second it sees something unusual, it can stop it instantly. It's like a digital immune system. And as every single company starts to use AI, securing it becomes this massive, absolutely non-negotiable expense.
And for our fifth and final category, we're bridging the gap between the digital world and the physical world. This is AI plus robotics. And yeah, I know it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but believe me, it is happening right now.
You know, for decades, robots could only do these really simple, repetitive tasks they were programmed for. The huge breakthrough is giving them AI brains and advanced computer vision. So now they can see, they can learn, and they can adapt on the fly. You've got startups like Figure AI building these incredible humanoid robots that can work right alongside people in factories. Or Covariant, creating warehouse robots that can pick up any object, not just a perfectly shaped box. This is it. This is the moment AI literally leaves the screen and starts walking around in our world.
So let's zoom out for a second. The crucial thing to realize is that none of this is happening in a vacuum. We have seen this exact pattern play out before. Whenever a truly foundational new technology comes along, it just creates these massive waves of opportunity. And this timeline just makes it crystal clear. The 90s? That was all about the internet, which gave us Amazon and Google. The 2010s? That was the decade of mobile. And boom, Uber and Airbnb. Now it's the 2020s. This is the decade of artificial intelligence. And the names that are going to fill in that question mark, they're being decided as we speak.
So if there is one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. The tech giants that will dominate the world in 2030 are probably not the ones you're thinking of today. No, they are the small, hyper-focused startups working in those 5 categories we just walked through.
Look, this whole revolution is still in its early innings. The giants of the next decade are being built right now, a lot of the time right out in the open. So the only real question left is, are you paying attention?